Hello, everybody, and whoa, shit. Let's try that again. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Grim Reaper Gamers Reapercast. The Grim Reaper Gamers are... Oh, God, this fucked me up. We're a 25 and over gaming community with members spanning the globe, playing games across all genres, but our roots are in first-person shooters. Bring your thick skin, your drink of choice, and grab your controllers. GRG members are on nightly with official community nights on Wednesdays. Hello, everybody, and fucking up this podcast. I'm Johnny Hustler.
Fired.
We have
So fired.
Good. You know what? The first time, every time I go to the YouTube channel during the live stream, that thing's muted. This time it didn't freaking mute. I wanted to bring up the chat and the damn thing didn't mute this time. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Anyway, how's everybody doing? I'm Johnny Hustler. Let's go around the table. We have no new member tonight, but we do have a returning guest along with another handful of returning guests for the panel. Let's compose ourselves. Going around the horn. Been on the last few times. He is the yin to my yang. He is the one who keeps me on my toes and fucks me up. Jammer, how are you?
You should know we've been on the fucking Skype for an hour and 40 minutes trying to get the show, and now I'm very angry and grumpy, and I'm going to take it out on the rest of you.
Yeah, take it out on Lala.
Oh, no, I'm definitely taking it out on him. He didn't even get to hear the screw-up that you had at the beginning. Wait till he re-listens to that. Oh, Johnny, one thing real quick. I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
I've noticed you might want to not have this on the next show. Your chair behind you over there, it looks like there's like a box of tissues on there.
Oh, that's from when I had that damn cold.
I don't want to know what you're doing over in that chair with those tissues, but I get a little concerned that
he moved the lotion, but he didn't move the tissue.
Yeah.
That's
the box of tissues.
Told you I fucking like dark.
These aren't stalactites hanging from his ceiling.
Oh God! Oh, that's gross. Jesus. On the other side of me, coming back after some hiatus, the man who really runs GRG, Grex.
What's up? I am not drinking anything tonight, just water. Still on pain meds from having my wisdom teeth pulled.
Ooh.
So I don't want to mess with that.
Oh, you have
It's
to
not
deal with
pain.
the show sober?
It's pain meds from GRG.
Pain meds. No, those are the roofies. That makes me get through GRG meetings and the Reapercast.
Down below on the PS4 side with the Death Star for the microphone, Clown for life. Clown, how the hell are you?
Good, how are you?
Fuck, we've already heard how I am.
Yeah. You're
Tissues and all.
a little drained, it looks like.
Skype's been a pain in the ass. And rounding out the round table, returning after his member spotlight stint a few weeks back, Body Farmer. How are you, Farmer?
I'm doing well, Johnny. Doing well. Missing out on some art time. Glad to be here with you guys.
Skype's made us miss out on a lot of art time. All right, let's since we don't have a new member spotlight tonight, we're going to get right to community events. Every Wednesday night, as you guys know, community night, various games going on. A special community night, at least for those who play ARC, on the 20th, this coming Wednesday. Tame Wars. We get an hour to tame a dinosaur in the game of ARC. Bring him to the arena, see who wins. Last dino standing wins it all. We also have in the realm of the division, we have incursions going on. We've had the Battleborn beta going on, and we will be talking more about that later on. Otherwise, check the calendar. We do have some more events coming up, like also an ARC, the dino or the dodo fights that we're going to be working on there. Jammer, you're telling me you have an ARC question.
Oh wait, let me get Lala angry.
Okay, Jammer.
It's either I have to go to the bathroom or I have a question. I'm not telling you which.
Okay.
What level are you now in ARC, Johnny?
What? I'm 61.
61.
Oh, God, here we go. Jesus Christ.
So if we took all the other games you've ever played and added up what rank you finished out at, you probably have achieved higher in Arc than all those other games combined.
No,
why,
we
why
have.
does why does Arc start at 60?
Like no, he's done the 61 legitimately with the ramp up that they have, where as soon as you take 1 foot, you level up. But if you add all of
Leveling
his
up's
Call of
leveling up.
Duties and ESO and all the other games, I think it adds to about 50 total rank. So, my friend, I want to congratulate you. You finally have achieved something in life.
I'm rank 40 in Destiny, for Christ's sake.
You bought the little token to get you there.
No,
Come on.
I still got the token. I still have the token if I ever want to use it for another tune. I never used the token. I was actually at 27 by the time they released the damn token.
Oh wait, Lala, am I supposed to leave my hand up when I talk, or do I put it down when I'm done so I'm done? Anyway.
Uh, all right, so that's our Wednesday night stuff. Check the calendar at www.grimreapergamers.com for other events. Let's get over to relevant news in gaming. First bit of news: the Incursion DLC for the Division. Let's see who wants to start with that. Clown, you've been playing that?
The Division, I haven't got back into it since the update. I started it and it blue screened on me and forced close. So I was like, I already did a couple. Did a couple of PS4 guys in. I think it was in the middle of an incursion or round 15 of the incursion or something like that. They got a Delta error. So
Yep, and we've heard about that. We've also heard about, on the Xbox side, people losing their characters. Now, Ubisoft does say that they are able to restore those characters. The reason why is not quite known, according to them, or at least they're not talking, but it sounds like they are going to get back those characters eventually and get that server issue fixed.
Yeah, something like a corrupted server or something, and then the accounts that they could get back are missing the activity they had after the DLC was released. So basically, they probably restored a backup from back when, before the beta was dropped. I mean, the Incursion
Jesus,
DLC was
before the
dropped.
beta. Holy shit. I'm back to rank 1. Jammer.
I just hope I didn't lose my purple jacket. I just want to make Lala mad. I'm sorry.
Oh God.
I'm
All
done.
right. So,
I was just concerned about my purple jacket. I'm sorry. I'll put my hand down now. There.
Farmer, you been on the incursion stuff?
I haven't. I have not made it to level 30. So I got sucked back into Arc and haven't made it back to the Division yet.
Okay. And I haven't really either. Of course, after hearing about the problems on the servers, I've kind of backed off a little bit. I think a few people did back off to kind of wait and see, kind of ride it out, see what happens. So other gaming news, other release news: Dark Souls 3 has been released. The sequel, actually the second sequel, the third in the line of games that are reputed for being extremely tough. Let's see, these were on PS4 for a while, but now Dark Souls 3, that's on all 3 platforms, right?
all the Dark Souls are on all the platforms. It's just Bloodborne that was PS4.
Bloodborne, my mistake. Yeah, that was my mistake. Got the boss bitching at us here on chat.
We can never escape him. I swear sometimes when I'm sleeping, I hear him yelling at me.
In other news, the Destiny update coming out, the April update. The big news there, the light level was raised. Max light level from 300 to 335.
Oh boy.
Yep. 335 now.
Yep, 335. Looking at Bungie's website here, returning to the prison, first time taking the Taken and 8 update bosses on a level 41 version of the Prison of Elders.
Yeah, basically they updated PoE, the raid, new story mission, Basically, they said that you can get to 335 by doing anything in there. So there's going to, even Crucible. So Crucible is going to drop higher level items as well. So you can basically get up to 335 by doing any one of those or just one of those.
Yeah,
So
and
will that
King's
update
Fall-
help people like Johnny and I? I popped in time, didn't I? I didn't raise my hand this time. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Like Johnny and I, like I'm like 236 or so, and Johnny's probably at 10. But I wonder if we'll be able to catch up a little bit easier then.
Yeah, I mean that's what they're talking about, making it easier to get higher light level items for anybody, so you don't have to focus and grind out a specific thing to get all the good gear. You can get 335 gear from all of it.
Yeah, and like for example, here they're saying King's Fall normal drops increase to light level 320. Hard drops increase to light level 330, and Court of Oryx artifact drops are increased to 335. So they are boosting these up a little bit. Got some new rewards, new loot and infusion. Like you said, they're going to boost up a lot of this, trying to get everybody back on the Destiny side. I mean, other games have taken hold, but we do have a strong Destiny crowd still, especially PS4 side. I think we got a lot of Destiny. Got a handful still, diehards on the Xbox side as well. So let's see. Quantum Break, the big time shifting game, came out, I think, last week. That was as more of a single player, more of a story based game. Not much going on with the clan with that one, but getting some decent reviews from what I've seen.
I'm really actually interested in the game, but for once, I am being prudent, and I will wait till it drops. I'm playing other stuff right now, so I don't feel like I have the itch for something new. So it looks really interesting and something different.
Yeah, I'm interested in that game too. Just try and find the time to actually play it. So kind of have that on the back burner.
Yeah, maybe late summer if I get caught up on a couple things, I might. Problem is, there's been, I don't know, still trying to get caught up on the spring stuff. Then you got the summer to go with that, and then fall starts hitting. So it's going to be tough to kind of squeeze that one in.
Yeah, it's the same for me. It's on my list. At some point, it's always been one to be interesting to get into, but at some point I'll get there.
Johnny, shouldn't you clarify you're trying to catch up from the spring of 2014?
For me, Quantum Break was one of the ones that when I saw it premiere at E3, I was like, and of course it's going to be an exclusive on the other system. I'm just glad it turned out to be good and not like Watch Dogs.
Good old Watch Dogs are whipping boy.
I got it down there. Season pass too.
I would be remiss without mentioning that there will be weekly raids coming soon on the Xbox side for sure, and definitely the PS4 side for Destiny. While we're wrapping up that portion, boss sent another damn nasty gram to me.
And don't forget all about the new pretty Barbie dress-up gear you get in Destiny now too.
Oh yes, yes.
It's much
pretty
much
shit.
better than Division.
Also released recently, the Fallout 4 Wasteland Workshop DLC digital. We haven't said hi to you yet tonight. Should we weigh in on you, Mr. Fallout?
No, I tried to play it. I just couldn't get back into Fallout. I'm gonna have to start over. You know how when you beat a game and you still got stuff to do, but you don't play it for months, and you go back and you're just kind of out in the middle of nowhere. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. I got a couple of missions to do, and I couldn't start from that point. So I'm gonna have to start over, and then I'll get into the DLC.
And basically, one of the big thing about the Wasteland Workshop is you get to make some neat new stuff. Like they show that kind of cage restraint for the for some of the monsters, for some of the big mutant monsters and stuff, neon lights and all that stuff, kind of.
Yeah, you can trap monsters or raiders and then set up an arena and make them fight. I guess one of the I haven't gotten very far into the story. I've restarted it 3 times now, but if anyone's played and know, I guess Marcy Long was like the most hated person in the game. I guess that's Everyone's using the Wasteland DLC to kill her over and over again in various demeaning ways.
Oh my god. That's
Hey, can we add with Fallout too,
disturbing.
even though it's not in your little news thing? That, and we don't have a lot of Forza players on our website, but
I'll bring it
they
up.
have that Chrysler Rocket 2069 car, whatever. That's
Rocket
got Fallout Touch
69.
that's free. Yeah, that thing is
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool
Oh,
that they tied
yeah.
the two games together. I mean, that's really neat that they took something from Fallout and added it into Forza, and that car looks really cool.
And, you know, that's really cool when they do that kind of stuff. Like Rocket League did it with the Warthog when they came over to the Xbox. They've done it with a handful of other things like the DeLorean from Back to the Future. When you see them, you see a little crossover. It's kind of neat to have those. I mean, it brings a little fun back into it. Sometimes gaming gets a little serious. You get some tryhards and shit in there. Seeing fun shit like this is kind of nice. All right, so Grex, be ready. This one's your wheelhouse. Halo: Ghosts of Meridian and the Firefight beta.
Yeah,
The DLC
so,
came out last week, and the beta came out today.
yeah, so the beta coming out today, and I'm stuck on this webcast with you guys. But the DLC, the new maps are pretty good. I played both those new maps. Plus, they all got all the community maps now in rotation on the normal playlists. Big team, and some of the arena maps. So it's actually pretty sweet. So there's a heavy map rotation in Halo, which is nice. There's always something new to play and doesn't get stale. So always fun. But what else? The other thing is just the armor drops and everything like that. That you have to pray to the DLC, the random number generator drops to get those. But other than that, it's definitely fun getting those new DLC packs every month. Looks like, right? Pretty much for free.
All right,
Yeah.
Jammer.
I'm always Jack brings it up all the time, but we just ignore him. So, that's why we've never really talked about it. But I mean, our clan roots have always were Call of Duty long ago, but it really is amazing to me how Halo, with all the free updates and everything they do and the custom games you can do and the private matches, how our community at least just never takes to it. I mean, I'm not a big Halo player, but it's really neat with everything that they offer and everything like that pancake match where you can flip the spatula, and
Yeah, well,
and there's so many different things you can do in there, and it's always just surprising to me that it just never catches on.
yeah, Forge is always huge. But the thing, like with Halo, I mean, if you play Call of Duty and then go try and play Halo, or play Halo and try to play Call of Duty, it's like it's just different. It just doesn't work. You end up just getting frustrated with the other game. So I think that's probably where most of the issue is people try to play Halo like they're playing Call of Duty, and you just end up getting frustrated.
I think my problem is I mean, I'm not a headshot person, and then Halo headshots are so key.
Yeah.
So, I just walk around and headshot dead, and then Johnny Yozo shit, I'm down about 20 times, and I say, oh my God, I'm down too. We're both down. Buddies for life.
All right, enough of your shit. Farmer, I think you were trying to jump in there for a moment.
Yeah, I think Grex is right. I think usually everybody's going to tend to be one or the other. And as much as you try to jump in and play some of the stuff on a game you typically don't play, whether it's usually jumping from Call of Duty into Halo, it becomes difficult and everyone gets a little frustrated. And I think part of it was everyone was really excited about the Warzone modes and some of that stuff that didn't turn out so well when we first started. I think there was a lot of people who were jumping from Call of Duty to play some of the new Halo modes, and got a little bit frustrated on how that started out, and haven't got back to it. We've played a couple of nights on the custom match stuff, and it is a lot of fun. It's for any of the Call of Duty players, it's at least a break from that Call of Duty, and can be just kind of a fun time to jump in and do something different.
I've really been impressed with how much they've supported this game, especially with free DLC. 343 has really gone above and beyond with this. Looking forward to the firefight mode. Really want to check that out. Once it is released, just a note, we will be having Halo Nights on Monday nights. Our man Grex right here on the show, he hosts that Halo Monday night stuff. Firefight, Warzone, that'll all be on Monday nights. We have them ongoing Monday nights. Firefight will be added when released. So
and a special event would be Johnny would actually join us. And you even like Halo, yet you don't join.
I bowl on Monday nights. Bowling ended, by the way. I will be there Monday.
But no, wait, that was recorded now. There's no backing out now.
It was recorded.
Yeah.
Thank you, Skype, for that moment.
I wanted to make sure it was clear, so I went slow.
Oh, it's bad. It's bad. Skype is just being a pain in the ass. The teaser for Titanfall 2 came out earlier this week. Not a whole lot to it. The reveal will be June 12th at EA's event, which is before, like 2 days before E3 starts. Titanfall, I mean, we haven't visited that title in ages. I think the last time we talked about it on the show was when EA Access released it. Jammer?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I have to go to the bathroom. No, not really.
Jesus Christ.
I'm one of the few that actually liked Titanfall. And I still played it for a little while not too long ago. All the DLC's free now and everything. I actually liked it, and I don't think it needed a single-player campaign.
I don't think it was single player that got me. It was just, I think it just kind of, everything got a little repetitive after a bit. I mean, gameplay-wise, it was fun. Farmer, what were you going to say?
I'm kind of excited for Titanfall 2. The one thing I know, there was if I remember correctly, a pretty good group out of GRG played Titanfall when it came out, and it was a little bit before my time, so I didn't get into it. I really liked playing Titanfall, and especially if you're playing with a group and some friends and got a good group going. And if you don't, and if you're going solo into that game, to me it wasn't near as fun. You didn't have a single player, so you didn't have a story or anything to pull your attention. And if you're just out there running around by yourself, it got boring and old pretty fast. So I'm pretty excited to get in and play with some GRG guys and have a good big group going in, at least hopefully consistently.
I think some people hated the bots too, from what it sounded like. That it wasn't just all player versus player. That those bots were in there and they were easy kills.
Yeah,
made my stats look better.
Yeah, it did. Mine too.
Johnny and I liked it because we had easy kills.
Shit, yeah. Clown, did you have something to add about Titanfall?
Yeah, I mean, I liked Titanfall. I had it on the 360. It was before I got to next gen, so there wasn't a big crowd playing it, and it was before I got onto GRG. But yeah, I mean, as long as if they do it right this time, I mean, they made Titanfall, pretty well rounded with all the DLC added on at the end. So it's like, as long as they come out with that game to begin with and then add from there, I think it'll be a winner.
Yeah, I think I'm interested in. I mean, I am interested in it. I'm hoping maybe a little more content at launch. I think that was the thing. Kind of had a little bit of a gap, quite a bit of a gap between launch and the first DLC, and the content wasn't quite enough to get you through there. Back to Farmer's point, a lot better with a group than randoms. That was a very frustrating game with randoms. Most are, but some get beyond the scale. It got pretty bad. Jammer?
Are there no concerns from anybody about adding a single-player campaign and now having to worry about two different spots in the game? Sometimes, when you're focused in one area, that's all they're focused on. But when you start splitting that up, BioShock 2 is a great example. They had that multiplayer. People weren't happy with the single player as much, but part of that was they had to work their focuses in both areas.
Hard to say. I guess it depends on how much is tied. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say the problem they had with the first one is just wasn't enough content. They just basically took multiplayer, slapped some cutscenes on it, and called it a single player mode. So I mean, in all essence, they really don't need it. Not for that game. At least I don't think so.
Farmer.
I don't know so much as whether or not they're going to need it, but from the sounds of it, they put the effort into it, and I mean, they hired a lead writer, and did hopefully going the whole 9 yards on actually having a single player instead of using that multiplayer team to try and tack on a single player and split some of that talent up to see how it works out. That's the thing. I think you're right, Greg. Is we'll see, how well they're going to do and how much effort they put into a single player.
I'm going to regret this. I have a feeling. Somebody put their hand up. He's not visible. He could be audible. Not audible from the PS4 side. Fearless leader, Mr. Grumpkin, do you wish to weigh in?
Titanfall sucks.
Yeah, I knew I was gonna regret that shit.
Get a real mic,
That might-
amateur.
Yeah. That might be why I like the game.
Anybody else? Anybody else want to weigh in, or are we good on the Titanfall end until June 12th? So later in June, we'll be talking about. Obviously, we'll be talking about a lot of shit with E3 because that's going to be right around that same week.
Anybody notice the sword?
Yes.
That might be pretty cool.
Sounds kind of personal.
Could be interesting to see how they integrate that and what they integrate it with. Probably still have the wall running and everything else, and what else they add to it besides melee, like a
Fucking
sword. So,
Voltron.
oh
Yeah,
god,
Transformer
Five.
stuff.
Oh yeah, could you see GRG 5 people trying to operate one? Oh my god. Tato Fest 2016. All right. Speaking of teasers, rumors, whatever, another Call of Duty rumor. This one came out around the time as the Space rumor, so we'll see which one actually wins out. There's rumor floating around, and they're trying to say confirmed. It's rumor at this point that it is going to be Ghosts 2 for Infinity Ward. It's going to be a sequel to the Ghosts game that led off next gen. They say it's the real deal. This is fraghero.com saying this. They're saying that this is going to be a full-blown sequel. Riley will make a return as a playable character. A tremendous overhaul to the graphics. I hope so, over the ported Ghosts, considering they've had 3 years on it. Saying making a lot better in Ghosts, but I don't think graphics was the real problem there. I know, Clown, you liked Ghosts. We'll talk in a little bit. Story's going to pick up right where Ghosts left off. Rumor has it. Now, remember, the space rumors also floating around here too. Pun somewhat intended. The official reveal, of course, will be at E3, probably with Sony, as we reported earlier. Gameplay will be showcased during the convention. So we're about 2 months away from knowing for sure, but there's another rumor floating around. So I am going to give Clown the floor first because he's the one that actually liked Ghosts.
I mean, I liked Ghost for what it was. They kind of got shafted with the whole they had to make it for 2 different generations, so without knowing the full capabilities of the system. But I mean, first of all, I don't give a shit what this next COD is. It's going to be fucking COD, and I'm not digging COD anymore. But I mean, first of all, they say one thing I call bullshit on Riley as a playable character. What is this, fucking Nintendogs? I mean, we're not. What are you going to do with the playable? Is it going to be playable in multiplayer? That would be fun. Just a bunch of Michael Vick doing the, sitting there in the middle while all of us are going at it. But I mean, I don't care what this next COD is, to be honest. It's like it could be space ghosts, and I don't know. Just I can give it up.
Hey, Jammer, do me a favor when you pimp this on social media tomorrow. Tag PETA. They will love that Michael Vick comment.
I'm gonna tag Skype as well.
I mean, in all seriousness, it's like, yeah. I mean, they said that Black Ops 3 was like going to be revolutionary graphics too, so it's what we get. It's COD revolutionary.
Yeah, revolutionary. We'll see, I guess, what they do. I mean, what do you guys? Okay, so which would you rather have out of this? Would you rather have Ghost 2 or Space COD?
We have to choose.
Yeah.
I don't want.
Which would
Is
you
there-
rather have?
Is there
I
another
don't want
bullet in the
any Call
chamber?
of Duty.
Battlefield 5.
Yeah.
Well, I
don't
mean, if
want
we had
any
a
of them.
third option, I could do an FMK here.
Nah, I'd rather go with I'd rather them stick with Ghost than try and do space. I mean, enough is enough with the frickin' futuristic shit.
Let's go back
I'm
to World
done.
War II. What happened to the World War II rumor?
Yeah.
I think that was Battlefield.
Battlefield at World War One. I think that's why
That's right,
everyone's
that's
saying
right.
that Battlefield did a World War One rumor trying to just throw people off. So COD went in the opposite direction throughout, in space just to throw people off. So
COD in space.
I think Call of Duty, whether it's in Call of Duty in space, Ghost, Clan's right. It's gonna be more of the same. I don't see them doing anything that's gonna make a huge impact. Nothing revolutionary like we've been hearing they're gonna do every single year. It might be an interesting take here. What'll be the third game on this generation? Is that right? Ghost, yeah. Fourth. So, we'll see. I just can't, after this last one, I'm going to wait and see. I'm not going to get hyped for anything one way or the other. The rumors going on, I was almost more excited about the rumors going back to World War II or One. I'm pretty excited if Battlefield's going to go that way.
Jammer, do you have to pee?
So I thought I wanted to be more effective than raising my hand.
You bringing
I
an
don't want
airplane or what?
Where did you leave those cords? They're over there. What's that, an airplane? It doesn't matter what they could do. They could tell me they're going to give me $100. I don't want the fucking game. I'm done. I'm so done with Call of Duty. It's the same shit over and over. For one thing, they should just drop the single player and just put multiplayer, because nobody plays the goddamn campaigns anyway. It's done. It's the same bullshit over and over and over and over, and I'm done. I will not get it.
You say that now.
Yeah. Then Call of Duty night comes. Oh, hey, Jammer.
No. I will not.
All right. Speaking of a rather mixed reaction, let's get to the final gaming news point on our show tonight, and that is the Battleborn beta. PS4 has had this since April 8th. We mentioned this on the last cast that they were getting it last week. So you PS4 guys, you've had it for a little while. Xbox just got it yesterday, so a handful of us have been on there already playing. Open beta ends, on the 18th on Sunday at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I got my own thoughts. Grex, I know you were leading a party.
Yeah.
Battleborn the other night. Why don't you lead us off?
Yeah, but the game played pretty solid. Only crashed on me once, but other than that, game was pretty solid. Played couple of the played the 2 story missions. I did get into one PvP match, but otherwise, there's some of the characters are pretty fun to play. It was a pretty solid game. Total ripoff of Borderlands. I mean, right down to the nuances, the mannerisms on the characters, the graphic, just the look and feel. It's you could tell it came from a Borderlands studio. So, but other than that, I mean, the game played pretty solid wise. It was pretty fun. Some of the missions, you have to get your team to coordinate to stand on platforms enough. So dealing with noobs in pub matches and stuff like that, if some of them get pretty tricky, it's not going to be fun.
I noticed that, I'm going to agree with you. Complete ripoff of Borderlands. I mean, let's face it, the little robot's claptrap with legs. I mean, there's nothing. It's a complete. I mean, it's a 3D version. It's got its own stuff to it. Clown, why don't you give us your thoughts from the PS4 side?
my own thoughts. I mean, I love Gearbox. I love the Borderlands, but the game's a rental for me because it's like I love the humor. So I'll rent it from like Redbox or GameFly or whatever to go through the the co-op campaign and get all the humor. But I mean, as far as the multiplayer is concerned, I'm not really that attracted to it as a MOBA. I mean, we had some fun. There's some guys on the PS4 side that are addicted to it and want to buy it. But we couldn't get enough on. This is kind of like goes back to what you said about Halo. It's a free game right now. It's beta. We couldn't get enough on to do a private match, PvP. I mean, you weren't spending anything, but I don't know if people just weren't that interested in it. But like you said, it's funny. The characters are unique, but you have to have a team. If you don't have a healer, you're screwed, basically.
Well, and one thing we found is if you don't have 5 of your own running through the store, you got some idiot running around in a corner.
Oh yeah, we had a couple
there,
of those in the multiplayer, especially. We had one guy that literally he sat in a corner and just got murdered the entire match.
God, still thought it was Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Farmer, you said you played it a little bit.
A little. Kind of Clown hit on the big points for me. I like 2K. I love the Borderlands and their style and their, the humor that you can get out of it and the characters. And so that was a plus and probably the biggest reason why I wanted to go ahead and jump in and see what it was like. I'm not much of a MOBA guy. We'll see. If the game comes out and we've got a guy, a group in GRG playing, it might be something I'd look into. But it's usually not my style. But the gameplay was solid that I got to get into. I had some connection problems, and I don't know if that was on my end or in general. But what little I got to play was fun. We'll see what kind of group we're going to have when the game releases.
I'm going to agree with you. There were connection problems that I had as well. I think it was like about 10, 15 minutes I get booted. I thought the controls were a little floaty. They seemed to drift a little bit compared to Borderlands. I wasn't as impressed. And I'm going to put it right there in solid rental, maybe summer or fall sale type of thing for me as well. Jammer?
None of you are going to get it because you're going to get the Blizzard, the Overwatch, which is a few weeks out. Now, I'm still shocked that Johnny actually played the freaking thing and learned how to turn his Xbox on and do that. So that was the first thing that threw me off. I do love Gearbox, and I would be tending to go this way because it has the looks of Borderlands, because I know Lala gets sick from that and can't play that game, which means that I wouldn't have to deal with him. So that makes it a little bit more enticing to me to get Battleborn over Overwatch.
Let's see. Clown, you said you had one last thought.
Yeah, I mean, everyone looks at this game and goes, "Oh, Gearbox did Borderlands, so they got to get this right. They got this right." But everyone overlooks the fact that Gearbox also did Aliens: Colonial Marines, which failed. So, I mean, their history of not doing Borderlands games is not that great. So, we'll see.
Yeah, it's still a toss up for me between this and have to see what Overwatch is like, and that, and I guess we just haven't been able to get a good group of MOBA players in GRG.
MOBAs haven't really taken hold.
Yeah, even with Smite, and that was a free game. Completely free.
And
I don't like the worrying. Yeah. The worrying about the minions here. You can launch these people. I don't like any of that. I'm not just a MOBA player. It's not my cup of tea.
I think the last MOBA I ever got into was Monday Night Combat. That was kind of fun. Had kind of a Smash TV vibe to it that kind of took me back a little bit. But that was mainly the only one that I've really been into. So I guess we're gonna see if Overwatch gets a better response. That is in May, isn't it? Early May. I think their beta is at the same time as Battleborn's release, isn't it?
May 3rd.
Correct.
And Grumpkin wants to say it's more of a Team Fortress, not a MOBA.
Yep.
No, you did that wrong. You're supposed to keep saying it's a MOBA because he's going to stomp his feet over there and get angry about it.
No, I just wanted to take it so he couldn't say it himself.
It's a MOOBA.
Overlook. He keeps calling it Overlook. It's Overwatch. Dumbass. All right. So yeah, kind of a consensus. Yeah. And I don't think anybody's going to argue with me on the consensus that time. So
thumbs it up.
Maybe.
No, you won't.
Sort of.
All right. Well, that closes out news, and that closes out the show as we know it. So, want to say a welcome to all new members of the clan. We've gotten a handful here that have joined up with Division, and a couple with Arc, and we're going to be getting another push maybe if one of these games, Battleborn or Overwatch, take hold. We're always recruiting both PS4 and Xbox One. So welcome to the clan, everybody. Enjoy, find the team leads, get in some games. We'll be looking out for you. Quick mention, we do have Extra Life coming up in November 5th, the 24-hour game marathon on the website, on the forums at forums.grimreapergamers.com. You're going to see that we do have the Extra Life info. We have the link and everything there. So we're going to be gearing up, try to get that big push for the donations for Children's Miracle Network. Really worthy cause. We'll be talking about that more coming up. Next show, April 28th. Topics and guests yet to be decided. Like we had this one down before yesterday, but don't forget to go to facebook.com/Grim Reaper Gamers. That's our Facebook presence. And Jammer, what is our Twitter handle?
It's grgamers.com.
grgamers.com, because we got sick and tired of the Z.
Mm-hmm. And there's another one. We have a second one that's fucklala.com. Actually, I should create that account tomorrow, but it's probably already taken.
How about GRG Sooks? What about that one?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Wallace. Jack says in chat, so many people would follow that one.
Yeah, you get a lot of followers on that one.
That'd be huge. All right. So, guys, thank you very much. A little bit of a briefer show. Thank you, Skype, for nothing. Guys, want to thank you guys. I think we did the best with what we could and how the connection has been this week. So we apologize for all the mess ups on Skype. But want to thank you guys for taking the time out. Digital, thank you for all your work as producer.
Yes, sir.
You haven't hung yourself yet?
Nope. I'm
Thank
good
God.
tonight.
Okay.
Yep.
Because I don't know if Grex is ready to take over.
I'm sitting. I'm standing on a chair with extra long legs.
Jammer, you think there's more I should be thanking?
Yeah, because I want Jack to get angry.
Okay, I want to thank everybody that's in chat on.
End the fucking show.
I want to thank everybody that's in chat on YouTube. All one of you, Enyo, thank you. All right.
There's no Academy Award music playing.
No, I don't hear a band. I don't hear an orchestra. I'm gonna keep on going. I would like to thank the Academy. So, all right. So let's wrap this son of a bitch up while Skype's still running. For everybody on the panel, Grex, Jammer, Clown, and Farmer. For Digital, for Jack, while he's still speaking to me. This is Johnny saying, have a good week. Be safe. Get your game on. Good night, everybody.